How are we supposed to start a conversation with someone we want to be friends with? That is a Dale Carnegie trick. You just notice something about a person, and it can be anything. People like to talk about themselves. Interesting coat, gear, car, interesting lunch. Nice looking dog. I see you in the gym all the time. What program do you follow? Not an inclusive list, but give them a head start. I am an introvert, and this has saved my ass again and again. You may want to post this question again with a serious tag. Or go to r, no stupid questions. Greetings, fellow human specimen. I'm speaking to you today to request a mutual friendship agreement. I will grant you 24 hours to come to a conclusion on whether said agreement is desirable. After that period, we can have a structured debate on the rules and regulations for said friendship agreement. Thank you for your time. Y'all like jazz? This is a good one. I'm trying to make more friends these days, but I'm legit always afraid that another dude would think that I'm trying to hit on them or something lol. My friends are absent, can I eat with you guys? Hey, I've been watching you through your bathroom window of a night. Wanna hang out? You don't know that until you have talked to them. Hi. Oh my, you smell so much nicer when you're awake. Did you shower this morning? Why are you running? Funny but short story. When I was a sophomore in high school, most of my friends had graduated. Dunno why, but I always was friends with seniors, so I was looking for some new friends. Being the extrovert I am, I knew in passing of this introverted guy with little friends I thought was kinda funny, knew nothing else of him. So I walked up to him in class one day and flat out said, "Congratulations, I'm your new best friend. Where are we eating at lunch today and what are you doing after school?" He said okay quietly. 10 years later he's still my best friend, was best man at my wedding, was at hospital for birth of both my kids. Cool guy, spend almost every day with the dude. He comes over often to hang out with the kids and me. When I was in 6th grade, I got into a fight with this new kid at school. I didn't like him because he had bad breath and had a thick country accent. I was a hater, I know. One day we brawled it out. The next day, I approached him at the cafeteria and complimented him at how strong his punches were. We've been best friends ever since. Ask questions. Show interest. Figure out reasons to hang out over and over again. Don't be afraid to hang out just the two of you. Small talk. You don't have to go in guns blazing and immediately get deep. Just ask them about anything light and random. No ice me when pie uww. Licks whatever uncovered patch of skin of the person I wanna be friends with. You gotta have something in common. Nobody wants to be approached on the street. If you're in the same pottery class, ultimate frisbee team, dog yoga group, dance squad, Chinese checkers club, or RuneScape 2007 wilderness raid party, then just talk to them about the things you do together. If you never do anything with others, well, that's probably why you're having a hard time making new friends. Say bro, I also really fucking like that thing, can I have your fucking number? So much harder than dating stuff, which follows a pretty standard script. At some point down the road, I always end up discussing how someone else and I came to be friends, and it's always a different, circuitous path. For example, one long friendship started after I punched this dude in the face, but I wouldn't recommend that as a go-to starting point. Just sit next to them or walk alongside them, then proceed to talk about any similarities you might have, such as classes. Or just say something like, "Hey, don't know if we've met yet." My husband, also my best friend, simply poked me on the shoulder. I asked a goth kid if he liked Cradle of Filth, and he said, "Hell yeah, they're pretty cool." How come? And I told him I had just discovered them and was curious about what songs I should listen to, and we started talking about them, and then every day after that we just started talking about literally anything and everything. I asked my friend Megan if I could pet her Doc Martens cause I had always wanted a pair. We've been friends since. I've mostly just started with clothes and bands and gone from there. Don't start a conversation with the hope of making friends. Trauma bond. Always works. If she's female, ask her on a date. She'll soon tell you that she'd rather be friends. Give them a compliment on the thing that makes you want to be friends with them. Find something in common with them. Compliment them. Hey, I keep seeing you here. Where you from? I always thought you were funny. Yada yada. Usually how it goes for me. Drunk me stumbles into someone. Say sorry and somehow end up being friends a few weeks later. Why would you want to be friends with someone you don't know? This is really strange, but I saw you and you seem really cool. Here's my number. Text me. Or don't, your choice. Y'all like jazz. Got blunt? Got weed? Start off with a joke. You know what's a good icebreaker? A polar bear. Then walk away. I like to hit him with an, "Hey, what's poppin', Jimbo?" At this point they'll usually say their name isn't Jim. Then you can ask what it is, and bam, you're in a conversation. Works 99% of the time. The only exception is if their name is Jim. Then they usually ask how you knew their name. I have not yet figured out a solution for this issue. Casually, just start a conversation and let it flow. Start with a simple topic about plans for the weekend, and just build upon that. It's really not that hard. Just figure out something that you and this person have in common and connect on that. Get near someone you suppose you can be friends with and presente yourself like school books. Yo bro, wanna talk Pokemon, is the exact phrase I said to my now 3 closest friends. Have you got a minute to hear about the word of our Lord and Savior? Counterintuitively to some, the best way is to loudly smell them and then start the conversation directly. I like your scent and feel we could be very best friends forever and ever and ever. Just don't start with talking about the weather. https://youtube.be/45jm32sz798. Whip your dick out and tap them on the shoulder with it. Same way my BFF did when we met 30 years ago. Hey, you can be my best friend. And so it was. Make statement about a shared experience. Then ask a question. Note: don't be creepy. If the person is interested, they'll respond positively. If they don't, move on. That was a tough workout class today. Are you enjoying the class? I met my best friend by just walking up to her and saying we should be friends. Of course we were like 5 at the time. But we're still friends. Hello fellow human. I am also a human. I wish to engage in social interaction with you and hopefully develop a bond. Do you accept this offer from your fellow human? How do you know you want to be friends with a person whom you have never had a conversation? I think the conversation comes before desire to be a person's friend. I just go up to someone and ask, "What's your name?" then walk away. It's worked out so far. I had someone come up to me in a yoga class and ask me my name. Then he said, "I like you. We're going to be friends, I can tell." It was so refreshing and cool. Do you want to learn how to say, "Hey kid, want some drug?" "Hey, your little brother's in my basement. Want to join him?" Do you have a favorite cheese? You can tell a lot about a person by their shoes. Ask me again when you have did. Work. Sukals, but hey, that's life, haha. Many ways. What's up? How are you? Did you hear? You got your haircut, etc. For me, using any and all of those comments start us talking, but nonverbal communication develops also between a good friend, and unless needed they may not say anything, just smile. To take it a step further, I do like to take notice of any changes about them and comment. Love the dress, etc. I believe if you start with a positive comment about them personally, it will show a more intimate notice and builds confidence. This allows the start of a great if conversation. Best wishes. Obviously you say, "Hi. I have been watching you for a long time. Can we be friends?" Also here, hand them their hair you cut off back, ta-da. The police have been called and now you have new friends, laughing face. Despite how extroverted I am, I always let them start conversations. I asked some of my friends how we met and it was always, "Well, I walked up to you and asked what your interests are." So if you're confident enough, walk up to them and ask if they like Minecraft or something like that. Me and my best friend have a funny story about this. We met at a birthday party and everyone was watching a movie. Me on one end of the crowd, 5 people next. This dude Fred. I said in the middle of the movie, "I love you Fred," and he said, "I love you too." 9 years later we are still best friends and laugh at this memory. Love you, Fred. Edit. Thanks so much for the awards, it's my first time getting one. Fred said hi to you all. I talk about food, something everyone has in common. If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold this drink whilst I talk to your hot friend? My friend said to come over to you and make small talk. But I don't want to talk about their penises. You can start the conversation about them first. People naturally find it easier to talk to others about themselves. Either make an honest compliment or statement about something you can immediately notice and trail into a conversation. Hey, I love those kind of shoes, but haven't been able to find them anywhere. Where'd you get yours? Or look them up on social media. LinkedIn is a good one for clues to not creepy interests you can learn about someone, professions, education, etc., to have something to chat about. There's nothing wrong with that, and more people do this than others realize. Can I borrow your girlfriend? I always finding myself easily becoming friends with people who have the energy that makes it feel like you have known them forever even before meeting them. To me, it's all about the energy and hype you bring to them. You're getting a lot of joke answers, but here's what I do. There's an acronym FORD, meaning family, occupation, recreation, dreams. You can draw on one of those ideas for conversation topics. I live in a city that has a lot of transplants, San Diego. So if I meet someone new, I ask if they grew up here. If yes, then I ask which school they went to, or what their favorite thing they enjoyed about growing up here. If not, I ask where they're from, what brought them to San Diego. They all ask what they like doing for fun, what their passions are. Do they like surfing, camping, biking, hiking? I hope for a response with similar interests to my own. I enjoy biking. So if they say they enjoy biking, I'll ask where they like to go, and what kind of biking: beach cruising, road biking, mountain biking. The point is to find common areas of interest. So if I find someone who enjoys the same things I do, then I have that into a relationship. If they say they like road biking, then I can say, hey, my friend and I go biking on Saturdays. Would you be up for joining? If they say yes, then you can get their number, and you can start hanging out, and soon enough, you're friends. A few weeks ago, I was at the park with my 3-year-old son. While I was there, I overheard one kid, about 10 years old, introduce himself to another kid about the same age. Greater than hi, my name is, name. What is your name? Do you want to be friends? The other kid told the first kid his name, and they were friends. I was taking mental notes. Just go for it. Say hi and ask them how they doing. Then ask them if they like cheese. Boom. Now you're friends. You know Pac-Man? Hello. Please don't be intimidated by my large amounts of rings. Well, you want to be friends, yes? There is something about them that makes you want to be their friend. There's your conversation starter. Shared interests, small talk. Never underestimate the power of kindness. If it doesn't work out, then it wasn't meant to. That's the thing about the internet generations. So afraid of conversation. Trust me, everyone is weird, awkward, and insecure in some way. Closing yourself off from people who could be your next best friends is no way to live life. Hey, do you like stuff? I see you have braces. I have braces too. Get in the hopper. https://forge.medium.com/how-to-make-friends-the-xkcd-way-dc6cbbbdd563 closing parenthesis. Are your nipples innies or outies? When I was single, I had this issue when trying to talk to girls. Somehow the planets aligned when I met the girl I eventually married. Once that happened, the difficulty I had striking up a conversation with women completely disappeared, since I was off the market. If my wife happens to pass away before me, I have no doubt that lockjaw will make a reappearance. Literally just say anything. People don't give a fuck. But if you're lacking confidence, aim for something neutral. Like about the TV show, or liking their shirt. It's basic and easy. You'll figure out from there if there's chemistry or not. It doesn't always click with people. But you'll find too that, with some people, you won't mind working a little harder to try and click with. Some people are obnoxious, Others are just meh. People don't always vibe, or the vibe is a little different. Just roll with it. But personally, I say just improv. It's much better to be in the moment, rather than planning and plotting lol. It just feels better, and when, if, cause it happens to everyone, that you mess up, it'll roll off quicker and you'll adjust much easier. Because you're in the moment, which can be scary, but you aren't concerned with scripts or hacks, or things like that. How do you know you want to be friends? Most likely you have seen them more than once. What do you have in common? School? A class? Gym? Bar? First show them. You won't take up too much of their time. I've got a class in 5 minutes, but I wanted to ask you about the assignment, or, what do you think of Stroman's pitching? Or whatever is related to what you have in common. Hey, how are you? Show me your tits. Shit, no. Why do I keep doing that? It seems so easy when you watch kids. They walk up to each other, just start playing together and then ask, do you want to be friends? Seems to work. Thanks for watching. See you later.